Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Review today. Famous words are, let's go see what's in the fridge today. Alright guys, welcome to Greg's Beer Reviews today. Today's beer, this is another one that American Brewing has sent me out of Edmonton, Washington. This was one of them that was way overcarbonated. And from what I've read, this is a brewed once beer. So I think this one was done a while back. So I don't know why they would send me another one of those that's either an old beer or last year's version. I don't think they've brewed it more than one time. And it's got some kind of date code that I cannot even make out on the label. It does have 2013 in it, so this was done sometime this year. It's got it written 2013 on the label here. But I don't know exactly when in 2013 this was done. And this is a pale ale, and it comes in at 5.7%. So hopefully it won't be a gusher or be super overcarbonated. That would be bad for them to send me another one that would be as overcarbonated as the last one was. So let's get on with this one. Like I said, it was an American Pale Ale, 5.7, and availability says limited. It was brewed once. So this was done sometime in 2013. I don't understand why they would send me another one of these if it was done at the beginning of 2013. Being a 5.7% beer, it's liable to be, everything is faded out, especially the hops over time. So I don't know. I don't understand why they would send me another one unless they just brewed another batch of this, or I don't know. They didn't tell me. They didn't give me any information in the box when they sent these beers to me. They just want to replace the ones that I had a bad experience with because they admitted they had a problem with overcarbonation on the first batch they sent to the East Coast here. So we have reviewed this one once before, but I did pull those reviews since they told me they were going to send me these beers. So I didn't want to mealy mouth them or give them a bad grade or a bad rating, knowing that they had a problem with that beer with overcarbonation. I don't know whether it's set somewhere or what the problem was, but it was definitely way overcarbonated. And I made some off-the-wall comments about that I regret now, about their brewer and stuff, and I'm sure these guys know what they're doing. They're very popular on the West Coast out there in Washington, so I'm not going to go into a big rickety row about it. So hopefully this one won't be overcarbonated, but I'm kind of getting my doubts that this is a brewed once beer and it was done in 2013. I don't know. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to go any further than that. So the food pairings for this, I don't know what the deal is. Evidently, Beer Advocate has pulled their food pairings and stuff, so I may end up having to go somewhere else to get my food pairings and stuff now, because Rate Beer doesn't offer any of that. So this is a pale ale, and it's going to go well with most of your dishes, most of your lighter dishes, burgers, chops, steaks, and stuff like that. And the cheeses for this is going to be like probably your Gouda, Havarti, your Swiss. I don't really think that that they brewed this more than one time. Thinking about it more, but it was done in 2013, so at least it's not going to be like the Clown Shoe that was done last year and I tried to review. So hopefully we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt, guys. So I got the pint glass for this, and you can use the Beckerstein to mug the side down. A normal hiss there. This is a good sign. It's not creeping out of the top of the bottle, which is another good sign. This one is definitely not overcarbonated, which is also a good sign. This is a bomber. It's a 22 ouncer. Over into the light. I can see the bulb right through there, so it's fairly clear. Not a tremendous amount of bubbles in there, not like the last one. It looks like it's got normal carbonation on it. It is very amber in color. It didn't pour a massive head like the last one did. It looks fairly decent in the glass. Let's get a nose on it. Yes, I'm getting a nice hot presence. I don't know what the hot presence was when it was fresh put in the bottle. Maybe they did a fresh bottle for me to send out of here. I don't know if I could brewed it again. Maybe it had some in a bright tank or something somewhere. I don't know. I've not got any explanation of the beers that they sent me. There was no letter or anything in the box, like I said. Slight pininess, herbal, floral, hot presence in there. Smells very, very tasty. A very delicious smelling beer for a pale ale. It has a nice hop forwardness to it. A little bit of malt in there too to balance it out. Maybe just a little bit of caramel or toffee in there, not a lot. Smells pretty good for a pale. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Thanks, guys, at American Brewing for sending it to me. Not bad. It does have a little bit of a bitter back end on it now. I'm kind of thinking if this was done earlier in the year 2013, that the malt and the bitterness is going to play a bigger part than the hop forwardness of it. It's not supposed to be an IPA, it's supposed to be a pale, but it does have a little bit more bitterness than it should, in my opinion, for a pale ale. Not bad. It's right out of the fridge, 40 degrees. Let's let it warm up a little bit. Share the other half, and I'll come back and we'll see what happens to this after about 30 minutes or so. See if it changes any. Stick around. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. To me, the nose is more floral and hoppy than the taste. Seems to be very balanced beer with a nice biscuity malt taste to me. Not bad. I could see me drinking this. I'm sure it's probably better on draft at the brew pub or somewhere where you could get a keg of this than it is in the bottle. Not a bad beer overall. Definitely not overcarbonated like the last one was. So let's do the final chug on this one. IBUs are 50, I think, on this beer. So it's a little bit more bitter to me than a typical pale, but that may be their twist on the beer. A lot of hops grown out there in the Northwest. Not a bad beer. I enjoyed it. Not something that I would actually pick up because I don't know exactly when it was done, since Rate Beer or Beer Advocate says it's a brewed once beer. So I don't know exactly when in 2013 this beer was actually done. And like I said, it has some kind of date code in white written here that I can't even read. I don't know exactly when it was put in the bottle. If it was super fresh, it may be a little bit better than it is now. To me, it seems like it's a little bit stronger on the back end with the bitterness that don't match up with the hop profile in the beer. Of course, I'm a hop head too, so I like the hoppier beers. So I don't know exactly when it was done. That's my only thing. If this was done 6-8 months ago, it's lost a lot of its hop forwardness. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to give it a 6, which is a B. It would probably get a B plus if it had a legible date other than 2013. For a pale ale at 5.7%, and 5.7 is going to keep for a little while, but the hop profile is going to fade the longer that it sits in the bottle. But this is straight from the brewery, so it definitely wasn't overcarbonated like the last one was. So it's a decent representation of a pale, other than I think it may be just a little bit older than it should be. Not sure there, so the guys from American Brewery may make some comments on this and let me know exactly when it was. I went to the website and looked, and it doesn't say. It's still listed on their website as one of their beers to drink, but I don't know exactly when it was put in the bottle. I just know it was shipped to me from the brewery. So that's all the information that I've got on this one, guys. So let's go see what everybody else thinks. We'll go over to Beer Advocate first. Beer Advocate says 82, which is in their good range. I'll agree with that. I agree with that 100%, that it is a good beer. It's not outstanding, it's not exceptional, it's a good beer. It's a different twist, a little bit more bitter than your typical pale, but I like a hoppier beer in a pale style. I do like some of the hoppier pales that are out. But like I said, just having 2013 on a 5.7 beer is not quite enough information for me. I would definitely like for them to do some other kind of legible legible date on either the bottle or on the label itself. Now, if it was a 9 or 10% Imperial Stout, 2013 would be all the information we basically would need. But for a 5.7% Pale Ale, I kind of like to know when it was put in this bottle. So, but still, beggars can't be choosers. I don't know if I would actually pick this beer up again unless it had a date on it that I knew when it was put in the bottle. So with that being said, let's go over to Rate Beer and see what Rate Beer says. Rate Beer says it's 85 overall and 85 in the style, which is good numbers. I would not argue with those numbers there, guys. So if you can get this beer, I would pick it up pretty quick. Like I said, it's a brewed once beer and it was done in 2013. So, or if you've had this beer this year, give me some comments back on this and whether you liked it or didn't like it. And as always, rate, comment, subscribe, hit the like button, and let's go check out and see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you then.